Hey y'all, come on in. Welcome back. Before we get into this video, I wanted to give a special thank you and welcome to the overseas viewers from other countries that I'm getting now. Or I should say that Judy and I are getting. I want to give y'all a special welcome and thank you and hello. And I would love if you could send me, if you're interested, if you could send me some of the work that you do in those other countries. I would just love, I would give my heart to be able to talk with you and to see that type of thing. I would just love to see that. Anyway, if you could send me something in an email or something like that, I would just greatly cherish that. But today we're going to continue on with my wife's cell phone case. Y'all remember from yesterday we had some mistakes on it. That's part of it. That's going to happen to you from time to time. Like I said, I've been doing this since the 8th grade, and as y'all saw yesterday, it still happens. It's just how it is. I want to try to minimize it, of course, because of the cost of some of this stuff, some of this leather and everything. But anyway, continuing on with overlaying different stamps and different patterns. As you can see on this one, when you take the time to double check your work, triple check your work, you see the JBK brand fits pretty nice now. And I knew better last night, I just didn't do it. But I know better than what I should have done was taking every single letter that's going to be used, even if you have to use letter stamps out of your kit, just to make up the number of letters and spacing that you're going to need, and just see if it'll fit that area before you actually mess up a piece of leather. Anyway, I didn't do that. I should have. I know better. But that was just part of it. And I've got somebody that had a supervisor earlier, but I believe we've conked out on the project. So anyway, Rosie's not going to be much help. But anyway, I wanted to move forward with this. I've gone ahead and used a swivel knife and cut in all of the design because it would be more prominent on camera rather than just the tracing. As you can see, we've used letter stamps, 2 different impression stamps, and then I used the tracing film for the rows, and then the flag is now behind it. And that's how you can overlay different pictures, different patterns. Like I said yesterday, if I can get a picture that is clear enough that I can get a pattern off of it, then I am good to go. But I thought for the beginners, maybe somebody that hadn't done this before, once you get it laid out and you've used your swivel knife and you've cut in all of your design, remember, start with your most prominent feature first. In this particular case, it was the stamps. These are going to be standing out. Eventually the rows will be just as prominent. That's what everything else is. But I did all of the stamps first. Then I came in and I traced the rows in. And then the flag was the last thing. As you can see, do not connect these lines, as always, even on your edges and stuff. Do not connect the lines. Use your beveler to feather these edges into each other. And that'll give you the effect that you're looking for. So anyway, I thought what I'd demonstrate on this one. Where's my beveler? Where's my beveler? Ow, Rosie. If you need to stretch, keep the claws in. She's laying right here beside me. But I thought what we'd do is I'll demonstrate a little bit of, now that I have this and I've determined what my prominent features are. And I thought I'd show you how I actually bring that clear enough that y'all can see. Anyway, let's take our beveler now. But this leaf, or this rose petal, is going to be above the line for the flag. So we'll get it first. That puts the rose in front of the flag. Now what we'll do, now that we have that, now I'll come in where the flag is. Normally I would do that entire rose first, but I wanted to demonstrate this. And just use your beveler now. Just kind of clean your edges up. That's a little bit wet, I think. I may let that dry a little bit more. It's acting like it's a little bit wet. But if you'll see now where these two join right here, the flag is behind that rose petal and it disappears into that rose. That's what you want to do. Right in here. It just feathers out into the back of that rose petal. That's where you want to go. Now when you're using a stamp like here, now this is just what I'll do. But I'll take my beveler right up to the edge of that design. And I'll kind of knock the edges of where that stamp was down. Just a little bit, not much. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. the boot edge a little bit more. Now the edge of this boot now is right up there by the edge of that flag. And see how it puts the flag back behind it. That's where we're wanting to go. Now on those stamps, I don't hit them very hard. Very little. But you want to make them prominent. And I'll come in and I'll hit where the flag is back behind it a little bit harder. It's just something you have to get used to. It's just a feel thing. But you'll get there. Let's see. What else can we do on this? I hope you get the idea of kind of how to do that. Or how I do it anyway. Know when you come in. Yeah, I didn't let that dry out enough. Something else I wanted to show y'all. See where that pencil mark is at the top of the rose right there? Do not try to erase that at this point. That leather is wet. And if you try to erase it at this point, it's just going to embed that pencil lead into your project. Wait till it dries. It's going to have to dry anyway. There before you can do your coloring or staining. Go in at that time and clean up all your pencil marks, but do not touch it at this point. Let's see, we'll go down here to the N and the D. I'll just kind of hit them a little bit. I'm skipping around because I wanted to show you all this. But you can see how even on the letter stamps now. Where are you on the camera? There you are. See how the flag is now the prominent feature out here in the background. The D is out there past the edge of the flag, but then where it comes into the N, the N is now in front of the flag. Basically, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. I don't know how much tooling y'all want to see, but what I'll do, this is just for the fun of it, this is just me. where this border is. Now it's starting to dry out where it's wanting to work better. I got it wet just before I turned the camera on. It was a little bit too wet. But out here where the border is, this is just the way I'm doing this one. You see where my pencil mark is for the border. But since those letters are that close to it, then I'm going to end my border right here. And then this will just blend into the bottom of the letter, and then up in here to the bottom of the flag. And then when I color the border, then I'll color all the way up into here. Just make this part. Now here's some more of the flag. So I'll tool it in as well. It's just another prominent feature that that'll put the flag then in front of the border. It's just little different things I do. And then here where the border actually is, now that redefines your border in that area. And then I'll come in on the flag again, right up to the edge of the letter K. Judy, my wife, wanted a basket weave pattern on this here that we've done before, so I don't know that I'll have enough room to put a basket weave impression down in here or not. I'll just have to wait until I get there with that tool and see how it does, if it'll even fit. What I do, and again, it's just me, it's just my preference. Like on this area here, even if I can just fit part of a tool, background tool or whatever in there, then if it's gonna get too close to my letters or too close to another part of the design, then I'll just leave it blank. I've found that you're running the risk of making a mistake and it just doesn't clean your project up that good. Or at least I don't think so. But like here, where it's right next to the letter B, I'll come in and I'll just very lightly hit it. That way my letter B has not been disturbed. And but anyway, that's pretty much what I do. I'll just keep working around it. But I wanted y'all to see how you can take several different pictures, several different stamps, and create a one-of-a-kind. One-of-a-kind that you can go anywhere in the world and you'll not ever see another one like it. It cannot be duplicated. So anyway, I'm going to finish tooling this out. But that's an example of how you can take different pictures and different stamps and different ideas and overlay them over the top of each other. And I'll get the tooling done and or the beveling done. And then I don't know that I've ever shown the basket weave or not, but when I get ready to do that, then I'll bring you guys back and we'll have a look at doing that. So, as always, once again, thank you very much to the overseas viewers from other countries. We welcome y'all so very much. And if you have something that you've already done, or you're getting into it, or anything, I'd just give my heart if I could see some things from another country. I'd just love to see that. So anyway, with that, as always, don't be mean. If you're not willing to treat Jesus that way, then let's not treat each other that way. We're here to have some fun, learn some things, and make some stuff. So with that, and hopefully get another video out tomorrow. And when I get ready to do the basket weave, we'll get together and do some of that. And I'll show you some of the edging tools that I use. The background, I don't know what the proper name for them are. I just call them background edging tools. Just that's all I know to call them. So we'll do some of that if you'd like to see some of that. And anyway, with that, until tomorrow, adios.